commit iniquity? Yeah, he committed iniquity, man. He built those towers and those monuments and those witchcraft, demonic relics and of these other gods to his wives, man. He got weak to his damn wives, man.
That's right.
Now, did he get, the Most High said, if you commit iniquity, you shall be chastened with the rod of men, by the stripes of men. Now, did Solomon, where's the record? I'm asking this clown, give me the record that Solomon got, somebody kidnapped Solomon and whipped him.
It didn't happen.
Because when he died, his son took over and Israel was still in power, man. Israel, there was 40 years of peace when Solomon came into power. That's what his name means. Shalamah, peace or peaceful. So when did he get, the Lord said that the Most High is not a man that he should lie. So where did Solomon get whipped by the stripes of men? When he came back, when he never did, but when he came back as Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
So this dude's a damn clown, man.
That's right. That's me.
Isaiah 53:4. Surely he hath borne our grief and carried our sorrows, yet we did esteem him stricken, smitten of the Most High, and afflicted. But he was wounded for our transgressions, he was bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement of our peace was upon him, and with his stripes we are healed.
And he even was chastised for his sins as Solomon.
That's right.
That's why Yahweh Shai said in Matthews, he said he spoke about the queen of the south, which is Nikita. She's gonna praise me. And what he said, matter of fact, go to it. You know what I want, the queen of the south. And yeah, that's in Matthews. Y'all know what I'm talking about? I'll get it. Speak for a minute.
Hey, Elder Dog, I'll bring this out real quick. Precept. Matthews, the first chapter, the book of the generation of Yahushai, the son of David, the son of Abraham. Right? Now, he'll just tell you this guy, well, that's because he was from the line. That has to do with reincarnation in itself, man.
He was actually, well, we're proving that Solomon is Yahweh Shai. Because if Solomon is not Yahweh Shai, that would make the Lord, Yahweh, a liar.
Yeah.
If what you're saying is true, that means the Most High is a liar.
Yeah. That's right.
You dumb, ignorant nigga. Go ahead, read. Name the scripture and read it.
The book of Matthew 12:42. The queen of the south shall rise up in the judgment with this generation, and shall condemn it. For she came from the uttermost parts of the earth to hear.
That's Makeda, also known as the Queen of Sheba, to see Solomon, because she heard about his great wisdom. And then you got this stupid nonsense going around about they had sex, and she had a son named Melanik, and that's Haile Selassie. Yeah. That's a fairy tale, man.
That's right.
That's why the tornado's going to come down there and tear fucking Jamaica out the goddamn fucking
frame.
West Indian islands.
Yep.
And most are going to tear them islands out the frame, man.
That's right. That's right. For she came from the uttermost parts of the earth to hear the wisdom of Solomon, and behold, a greater than Solomon is here.
He was talking about himself.
That's right.
He probably snickled when he said it. He said, look, there's a greater than Solomon that's here.
That's right.
Because Solomon was known as the wisest king or the wisest man on ever. And the Lord came back and said, look, I'm wiser than him.
Right.
Why? Because I didn't commit sin this time.
That's right.
So I'm better. I'm here as a man that's better than Solomon.
That's right.
And it went over their heads.
Way over their heads.
See, a lot of things that Yahweh Shai was telling the disciples, it went over the apostles' heads, man.
It went over their heads, man. Yeah, they didn't get it till later.
That's right. He came right this time, and guess what? He didn't have a woman. He didn't have a woman. When he was Adam, he had a woman. The woman messed him up. When he was Solomon, he had a woman. But you guys, well, we got to teach the right. There's righteous. Ain't no righteous sisters out there, man.
Right.
A woman bring your ass down. That's why I said earlier, man, 1 Corinthians 7, Paul said, if you receive a wife, I warn you, you should have trouble in the flesh. And I can tell you by experience, everyone, even Henry Hill said that. in the movie. In the last part, he said, every woman I dealt with gave me trouble. I always had a hard time with these women. Everyone. And he said it mad in a angry, bitter spirit. But he basically quoted Paul. Every woman that I had, and I had a lot of women, all right? Believe me, there's brothers up in here that had more women than me, you know, but I had my share of women. I can tell you about women, all right? I've been with enough women to tell you how they are, okay? And there ain't none of them fucking right. Ain't none of them right, man. That's right.
I got one scripture for you. This is the book of Hebrews 7:27. Who needeth not daily as those high priests to offer up sacrifice first for his own sins and then for the people's. For this he did once when he offered up himself. So basically explaining it is talking about Yahushai. All right? Notice, when did Yahushai sin? He didn't sin as Yahushai. He sinned as Solomon. So when he came and offered up himself, he offered up himself for not only the sins of the elect, but for his own sins, which he committed as Adam, which he committed as Solomon.
And you know what? Okay, we're going to go back to this guy. Yeah. We're going back. Hold your scriptures, brother. Take them scriptures and apply them to yourself. Yeah. And that's something that King Mashah used to say.
That's right.
Mashah.
Yeah, this nigga knows Hebrew, but he can't even say Mashah. Mashah. All right, listen to the Southern Minstrel Show. Hey, let's go.
Our people fallen in ancient Babylon, and the king and all the people of the kingdom went into captivity with their people. The king fell with the rest of the people. That's what this was talking about. So they would use that King David and link it up with this and say that that's him in captivity with us, reincarnated as the leader of the.
Now, when he should have. There's a reason why he knows about Deuteronomy 28 and 36. Ye and thy king shall go into captivity. When that was spoken in Deuteronomy, there was no king. But then again, there was a king. Who was a king? Give me Deuteronomy, what is that, 32 and 5, I think it is? 33 and 5, I'm sorry.
This is the book of Deuteronomy 33 and 5. I got to start at 4. It says, Moses commanded us a law, even the inheritance of the congregation of Jacob, and he was king in Jeshurun.
So who went into captivity with his people? Moses. Because it's telling you that he was a king. Who was the very first king in Israel that was coronated? King Saul, right? But was he the king? Nope. David was a king. David was that physical king.
David didn't go into captivity.
Right.
That's David.
That's David.
Right.
When
David didn't go into captivity. David is the king. David didn't go into a captivity. Moses didn't go into captivity. He came out of captivity. So let's go back to this clown.
Really, school of UPK. Now, this is the part that confuses me. Not only did they say this man was David, they claim he was Moses and Peter. So I'm a little perplexed when I read this scripture. All right? Let's go to Matthew. Let's go to Matthew 17 and 1.
Yeah, which we broke down. Which
and
we
after
already
6
broke
days,
down,
Josiah taketh Peter, James, and John his brother, and bringeth them up into an high mountain apart.
So he took Peter with him. Now Christ took Peter with him. Now don't forget, this is my shop. Read.
And was transfigured before them, and his face did shine as the sun, and his raiment was white as the light.
Go ahead.
And behold, there appeared unto them Moses and Elias.
Moses and who?
Moses and Elias.
Moses and Elias. So this killed two things. First of all, how can Mishah be Moses and Peter when they're two different places at one time? That's number one. Number two, how can
if you go
John
back and
be
read,
Elijah
he was transfigured.
when John was beheaded, and then after this is showing Elijah? Shouldn't that be John there since he was the last person that died?
This guy's an idiot, man. This guy's a real
Right?
idiot. But go ahead
He
and
was the
follow
last
that
person
clown
that died.
to your
So it shouldn't be
destruction.
Elijah in the transfiguration. It should be John if he was reincarnated. You see the madness that comes with him when you teach that? So here it is, you got Peter and Moses in this, they're in the same setting with Jesus, with Christ.
It wasn't Moses. It
So
was transfiguration.
you know that
of
sooner or later
the Lord.
some brothers would get envious because one man is getting all the admiration as king. He's getting all the